Okay, Don. This is to demonstrate the Forwardlink protocol, what we currently have working as of January 12th, 2012. Right now I'm on web server A. I've got a few items listed out here. This is real text this time that we're working with. And then I've got my button to the top right, and we'll go ahead and start there. So I create text link in Forwardlink, and this is the first new feature here. The notification system is a little bit different, so that it doesn't kind of degrade the user experience. Highlight some text and click the accept button once finished. So that's kind of the first thing there. The second thing is, of course, the new parser, and that's really where the beauty comes in this newer upgrade. When I select something very simple like the Linux kernel, this phrase can be found various times throughout this document, and you can see that kind of pops up throughout there. It's not unique, and we want to find something that is unique so that we can kind of restore it accordingly. And as well, you can, by the dialog, you know that the Forwardlink protocol is currently running to be able to select a forward link and text link. However, you don't see any of that here when selecting that non-unique text. But when I select something unique, for instance, the Linux kernel is written in the, and I stop, you see finally the accept text link and forward link. Now, when I click accept text link and forward link, another interesting thing happens because of the parser. We're able to examine the document, and we can basically pick out where this phrase starts and where it ends, and if what they have selected is a full phrase or not. And here, they've not selected a full phrase. The Linux kernel is written in the, and it ends. When I click accept text link and forward link, we now can suggest basically a selection so that they can, first of all, have the whole phrase and not just part of it. And secondly, it makes it much cleaner for us. We have our forward links, basically they'll be unified. And again, nothing is saved on the server at this point in time. This is all just analysis of text. So we basically can just examine where the beginning of this phrase line starts and where the end is. And so based on that, I'm going to go ahead and select this suggestion by clicking OK. And it asks me what the importance of this article is, 1 to 3. I'm gonna say 2. Click OK. And then we've got our text. Now we can click copy to clipboard, or we can right click and copy. And I went ahead and right clicked and copied. So we've now got our selection to link web server B up to web server A. So I'll go ahead and edit web server B, which I've got designed here. I'll select what I want to have linked up to that text, and I'll look for a text link. And I'll put my clipboard data in, click replace, and it kind of injects that into the page. I'll click save. And now we've got our asterisk telling us that this is in fact a text link, and when I click the asterisk, I'm presented with the next feature that I've come out with this week, and that is the sortable table. Now here it's we're not really sorting anything because we have one line in there, but you can see that there is a little bit of progress in terms of that. So I'll go ahead and select read, and then it brings us over to web server A with the preview, the revision in time, which is most current actually, but it's got our entire phrase selected. Now if I view this side by side with something like Firefox, just to show you that these work side by side, I'm going to I'm going to first go to web server A, and I'm going to do the same in both, just to show you how this works. I mean, it's really quite incredible. And both of these, I mean, they do a pretty good job, Chrome and Firefox, of making the page look very similar, but they're still somewhat different. But what this highlights is now we've got really a unified way of kind of interlinking between pages, and that's where the real beauty comes in this. Now let's say that this page changes, this revision, web server A. Now keep in mind up here, based on our URL, we are pointed at preview number 4, so this is a revision in time, although it is most current. You can see that up here by it saying current. So I'm going to go down on Firefox and add another line. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So our document's changed at this point in time. And when it changes, you can see that the revision or the citation goes away, because this is, you know, this is something that we want to link to as a historical point in time. Now we can have notifications to webmasters or moderators rather on web server A or web server B, but that, you know, this is just to show you that how it's kind of working right now. So here we've got web server A at preview 4, and I'm just refreshing the page, and you can see that citation does not go away. However, over here we're looking at the same page, and in time this is the most current version, and the citation's gone. So, you know, with and without. And then here we can click web server B, of course, and then if we follow it back to web server A, it's going to, of course, highlight that same text. So this is really to highlight the newest features that are coming out with this. And I apologize if I've said text backlink throughout, but I mean forward link throughout this demo. And there's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to releasing at the end of this week, including proper questions and as well the metadata. We're going to be moving forward with a lot of that. So perhaps we can do the same thing next week, and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, a lot of really cool things with this new parser.